Second Lieutenant Puneet Nath Dutt was a young man with a bright future. He was a dedicated soldier, deeply committed to serving his nation. Born in 1973, he joined the Indian Army and was commissioned into the 11 Gorkha Rifles. For Dutt, it was a calling to protect his homeland. He embodied the spirit of selflessness and sacrifice. From a young age, Dutt displayed natural leadership. He was known for his determination and sense of duty. His superiors saw in him the potential for greatness. Dutt's journey took him to the challenging terrains of Jammu and Kashmir. This region was a hotbed of insurgency and conflict. For soldiers like Dutt, it was a constant test of their skills and resolve. The conflict in Jammu and Kashmir was a complex issue with deep historical roots. It was marked by violence, mistrust, and a heavy toll on human life. The Indian Army faced a challenging theater, requiring military prowess and sensitivity. Militant groups targeted civilians and security forces, disrupting peace. The army countered threats, protected civilians, and restored normalcy. It was a dangerous mission, requiring courage and determination. Srinagar, the summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir, was not immune to the wave of violence sweeping the region. Despite its picturesque beauty, the city was often shrouded in tension. Militant groups operated in the shadows, targeting civilians and security forces. In early 1997, intelligence reports indicated militants hiding in Nohata. The 11 Gorkha Rifles, under Major Sanjeev Yadava, were tasked with neutralizing this threat. Second Lieutenant Puneet Nath Dutt, eager to prove his mettle, volunteered for the operation. Section 4. Duty calls in danger. On that fateful day in February 1997, a small team of Gorkha Rifles soldiers, led by Major Yadava and including Second Lieutenant Dutt, approached the suspected hideout. The atmosphere was tense. The narrow alleys and closely packed houses of Nohata provided ample cover for the militants. As the soldiers moved cautiously through the labyrinthine streets, they came under heavy fire. The militants, armed with automatic weapons and grenades, were well positioned and determined to inflict casualties. The initial burst of gunfire caught the soldiers off guard. 2 soldiers were injured in the first volley. Major Yadava, realizing the gravity of the situation, ordered his men to take cover and return fire. Second Lieutenant Dutt, despite being relatively inexperienced, displayed remarkable composure under fire. He directed his men to establish a firing position and provide cover for the injured soldiers. Section 5. A leader forged in fire. With the injured soldiers requiring immediate medical attention, Second Lieutenant Dutt volunteered to lead a daring charge towards the militant positions. His plan was to draw their fire, allowing his comrades to evacuate the casualties. Armed with his rifle and grenades, Dutt charged into the open, exposing himself to enemy fire. His act of selflessness drew the attention of the militants, who concentrated their fire on his position. Dutt's courageous charge gave his comrades the opportunity they needed. The injured soldiers were quickly evacuated to safety, and reinforcements were called in to engage the heavily armed militants. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, Dutt and his men fought with incredible bravery and determination. Dutt's leadership was exemplary. He inspired his men to fight on, even as the situation grew increasingly desperate. Section 6. A Nation Remembers. The firefight raged on for hours. The narrow streets of Nohata echoed with the sounds of gunfire and explosions. Second Lieutenant Dutt, despite being wounded multiple times, continued to lead his men with unwavering courage. He personally eliminated several militants, his accurate fire proving deadly against the enemy. His actions prevented further casualties among his comrades and bought precious time for reinforcements to arrive. However, Dutt's heroic actions came at a heavy price. He succumbed to his injuries, making the ultimate sacrifice for his nation. His bravery and selflessness inspired his comrades to fight on, and they eventually neutralized the militant threat. For his extraordinary courage and leadership, Second Lieutenant Puneet Nath Dutt was posthumously awarded the Ashok Chakra, India's highest peacetime gallantry award. This is a testament to his unwavering dedication to duty and his willingness to lay down his life for his comrades and his country. Section 7. Inspiration Embodied. Second Lieutenant Puneet Nath Dutt's story is a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Indian soldier. He is remembered not just for his bravery in the face of danger, but also for his unwavering commitment to his duty and his compassionate leadership. His legacy continues to inspire generations of Indians, serving as a reminder of the sacrifices made by the armed forces to protect the nation's sovereignty and its people. His story is a powerful reminder of the values of courage, selflessness, and duty. Dutt's name is etched in the annals of Indian military history, a shining example of valor and sacrifice. He may be gone, but his spirit lives on, inspiring countless others to serve their nation with pride and unwavering dedication. He is a true hero, and his story will continue to be told for generations to come.